It looks like, for some reason, Fazzolini gobbled up northern Italy after the war. What the heck? Hello viewers! Welcome to a new part of my kickstart How to Buying game, the gun campaign mod French challenge playthrough. In the last episode we turned Europe into a bit of a mess, managed to beat Germany in World War II, and with the Allies we're now fighting Japan. What I'm planning to do this episode is to mainly build up for the eventual war with the Comintern and allies and just sit back and relax. If you enjoy my content, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It motivates me to make much more of it, and without wasting any more time, let's just jump straight into the video. For some reason there are 36 British divisions in Cyprus. I guess a vacation in the middle of a war is in order. While the whole world is at war with Japan, I don't think they'll mind me pulling this little sneaky. Not really sure what the Führer was talking about. Switzerland was a complete cakewalk. They're my puppet, and I added Normandy to myself because why not? Honestly, that single event creates a burning desire to play the Soviets in this mod. The war in China is at least over, with the Soviets taking most of it. It's going to be pretty fun fighting a stronger Asian Comintern. Not a particularly strong European one though. They do not have their Warsaw Pact members with them against me. Though the amount of divisions that they are putting on my front is a bit worrisome. But hey, at least the Allies have managed to liberate Tibet of all countries. It's been 1.5 years since I've started the video and I haven't done anything at all to aid the war against Japan, though I do have a trump card of sorts. Oh no, Moscow is building WMDs as well. Something tells me that America may or may not have agreed to have nuclear clearance granted for themselves. I don't want that descent bonus yet. Thank you. Oh, what does this button do? I don't like it much. They definitely granted it for Japan. They're not going to live long after that. No, what? Who do you think I am? Oh, you. Germany now has Germany back. I'll have to fix that. Oh no, spies plus radiation does not mix well. There's something very satisfying in having ICBMs in 1946. Oh, finally happened. The Allies did something against Japan. That's pretty foolish decision there, Japan. Who would have thought that would happen? A bit too early for the space race, but I don't mind. That's not going to be really much of a civil war there. Alright, let's finally start this war. Since Belgium does not want to be a part of me, it is time. Let's try to power drop into Norway, shall we? Not quite sure why Napoleon had difficulties invading the UK. I already taken London and they can't fight me at all anymore. I don't know why, but Belgium became communist for no reason at all. I don't care what happens. But they're not escaping to Stornoway anymore. Not this time. Though I forgot the mad lad Ethiopians are helping me. Though they're doing much more than Italy is. Luckily the British Isles are down for the count, and their descent in African provinces shows that. I also don't even need to take Northern Ireland because the Irish already did it for me. So good job. Alright, perfect. I managed to land a few paratroopers into Egypt so that the Allied divisions will not be able to retreat. So I think I am doing my part pretty well. I guess Napoleon also wanted Egypt, so there we go. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I guess Germany will not be the only country that I'll have to exterminate. It will also be Austria. You're really asking for it now, aren't you? Also, speaking of beyond terrible decisions, I think it's time we declare war upon the Soviet Union. Oh, this is gonna get very, very ugly. Oh, look at that! They need Poland in Lutsk. They're gonna pay for that. Good old paratroopers. Helping me when I seriously need it. A pretty good way to start the whole war, encircling 70 Soviet divisions right off the bat. I like how the war against the Soviet Union is going at the moment. I managed to encircle a lot of the divisions and they don't really have too much of an army left. Caucasus operation failed a little bit because Persia grants the Soviets military access. However, I may have lost the United Kingdom to the Americans, which I'll have to do my best to retake. I definitely used Manstein's backhand blow here, because I let the Soviets in and let them just sit there. And advance a bit before I managed to encircle them. I nuked them back in a few places, just for good measure, like Albuquerque, Washington and New York. Maybe they'll think twice now before nuking me. I guess Soviets can't really threaten me with nukes anymore when I take Moscow and just destroy the nuclear production capability. Also, I released a few nations to help me in the struggle against the USSR, because why not? Another pretty sweet encirclement. I'm pretty sure that after I liberate Russia, my allies will be able to take the Soviets down on their own, without my assistance. Wait, how is this possible? The Soviets have completely run out of manpower, and they're on level 10 mobilization. Oh yeah, there's just no way for them to win anymore. How's China doing? They're starting to be a pretty big threat, not gonna lie. Another great encirclement in Kuyubishев. The Soviets are... well, Kuyubishев is actually the capital, but no matter. I think when I'll take the Urals, well, at least the border between Asia and Europe, then I'll release Russia and let the AI do its thing. I'm honestly not sure what the Chinese and Soviets are doing here, but I'm just guessing that infantry does not stack up too well to tanks, speed-wise. While it is very satisfying to roll over the Russians and Chinese, I think I'm going to liberate Russia, perfect, and start focusing on the Americans. Are you really inviting me to NATO? Are you really sure about this? No, I don't want to be part of NATO. I just don't need it. Even Portugal bothered to declare war on me. Well, it's a good thing that I brought all my army here, then. Poor Portugal. They definitely were not expecting this. French Indochina decides to split up. That's not very good. Look, they're attacking China straight away. I guess some things just never change. Also, that whole Brazil strat, well, it's time for it to pay off finally. I guess America had the guts to do it again. Well, I'm gonna nuke them back for it. Not sure why they just bothered doing it all over again. They're gonna keep getting new capitals, and I'm just going to keep nuking them. The capital is still Philly after I dropped a bomb on them. Curious what it will be now. It is a bit sad that it has to be this way with America, though they chose to be with the UK rather than me, so I'll have to destroy them once I get to them. Well, I seem to have a lot of trouble defeating the weakened Soviets, so I created a few tank divisions and sent them to help them out. Dear Lord, invading the US from Mexico is ugly. The supply system is just so weird here, and I can't supply my troops at all at the start of the invasion, which makes it almost impossible to break through. Though luckily I managed to do it, and now it should be easy to take down the US. Ah yes, finally, I took Albuquerque. I guess no more nukes will be flung at me for a little while. I'm now storming New England and the historical land of the 13 colonies. I had to say, the United States in this mod feels very overpowered. I think it's because the army is small, but it's very, very mechanized. And thanks to that, even due to the fact that I have better doctrines, they deal comparable losses to me, which is very bad for me. For those sly Americans, they even have 100 off map, I see. I guess that explains why they have so much industrial capacity all the time. Also, I think the last holdout is in Pearl Harbor, so if I take Pearl Harbor, I should be able to annex the US then. We have officially beaten the Soviets, as it seems, because Kerensky is in power instead of Stalin, but I'm not sure they're going to accept to any peace demands. There's the Mexican division to attack Pearl Harbor. Quite fitting. I can annex them now. Perfect. They're mine now. Now this is beautiful. I decided to take the approximate territories of Louisiana for myself and bonus points for releasing Quebec as a puppet, and Canada as well. California too, because I needed their help. I think I'm going to end the episode here. We have done so much. We have beaten America, we have beaten the United Kingdom, and the Soviet Union is on its knees, as you've seen before. I do wonder how these peace talks will go, since there's no Germany to dictate them. Well, I mean, no fascist Germany. Liberate the nations and give them sovereignty. I guess the Americans are going to dictate it, which is odd.
Congratulations, you are being rescued. Please do not resist.
We don't really have too much to do in this LP, besides finish off the Soviet Union, finish off the Allies, and correct Germany's and Austria's borders for being very rebellious against me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for the view, and I'll see you in the next video, whatever it may be.